Good evening, VV Nation. Ryan here, senior instructor. Now, last week I did a video on top oil stocks for maximum profits. So this week I wanted to build upon that, but focus on the dividend aspect going into the future. So in tonight's video, we're going to dive into the VectorVest 7 software, show you some of the best dividend oil stock plays that there are, and in addition, show you some of the reasons why I am still bullish in the second half of this year. Now, if this is something you're interested in and ready to make some money, let's get started. Now, here are some of the top picks for dividend oil plays in the later half of this year. Now, this list I did comprise of finding some of the top dividend yield stocks and some of the top highest YSG. Now, YSG is an overall combination of dividend yield, dividend safety, and dividend growth. Now, this list of stocks is sorted by DY or dividend yield. So some of the highest paying dividend yield stocks will be at the top of the list, while the stocks with the higher DS typically are going to appear at the bottom of the list, or dividend safety. Now, if we take a look at these stocks, some of the things I do really like about this list is if we compare the price action to the value, all of these stocks are currently undervalued. In addition, RV or relative value, which looks at long-term price appreciation potential, their ratings are all above 1 in favorable territory. Now, from RV to VST, these indicators are on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. Now, I will mention when it comes to RS or relative safety, which looks at the company's financials and the consistency of those financials. Now, the higher dividend yield stocks do typically have a lower RS or relative safety rating and are a little bit more aggressive in nature, while the lower yield stocks have a higher RS and a little bit more conservative. Now, this list of stocks as a whole is trending higher right now according to RT, or relative timing. Again, that looks at the short-term price trend. Now, the VSTs, which is the overall combination of value, safety, and timing, all of the VSTs are above 1. In addition, only one hold rated stock, which is SJT or San Juan Basin. Now, this is the highest dividend yield stock. However, all of the other stocks here do have a buy recommendation at this time. If we look at its earnings, which you got to have positive and powerful earnings to continue to pay that dividend and even grow that dividend, all of the GRTs are favorable right now. Great growth rate in earnings, EPSs, all these companies are currently making money. So over to the right, if we scroll over, now if we look at the dividend analysis here, you see that they're all paying a dividend right now. The dividend yields, like I said before, the highest are at the top of the list. San Juan Basin at 23% dividend yield annually, while everything from Pioneer up is paying over 10%. Now, do keep in mind, for a higher dividend yield, you are sacrificing some of that dividend safety, the consistency and the ability to pay that dividend yield. Now, the ones at the bottom of the list, yes, their dividend yields are much lower. However, they do have a much safer rating. Now, all the stocks below Marathon Petro and below do have a very high dividend safety rating. Now, the dividend growth here are all positive for all of these stocks, so that is something to take note of. And if we look at the YSG rating, again, this looks at overall yield, safety, and growth. All of these stocks here do have very favorable ratings. Now that we're able to break down the indicators, and as I always say, never buy a stock without looking at the charts, let's pull up the charts of these stocks. First on the list, we have SJT here. We did get a buy rating flash earlier this week. In addition, if we take a look at price action here, we do have a triple bottom on this level of support here. The 3 is above the 8-day exponential moving average, showing that momentum is still to the upside. However, do take caution while making this video. RT has slipped below 1, back in a negative territory. So you may just want to wait to pull the trigger on this, and in the meantime, just put it on your shopping list for future reference. Now, if we go to the next one, we have EC. Now, this one has nice price action from lower left to the upper right since May of this year. However, today the sellers do have control, and that price action has crossed below that 3 and 8-day exponential moving average. And in addition, a sharp decline in RT relative timing. Now, RT still remains above 1, so the price trend is favorable, but you may want to hold off on this until the 3 is back above the 8-day exponential moving average, showing that momentum once again is to the upside. So we'll go to the next one. We got BPT here, or Prudhoe Bay. This position here did get a buy rating as of recently. However, today has been a down day for oil. So you can see this price action has dropped significantly, going back between the 3 and 8-day exponential moving average. But as we look at the 3 and 8-day exponential moving average, that momentum still is to the upside and RT is still in positive territory. Next, we have PXD or Pioneer. Now this price action here did just hit a 3-month high as of recent, breaking above this resistance level. However, with a long upper wick, the sellers do have control. Now the 3 is above the 8, showing that momentum still wanes to the upside. And if we look at RT, it's still gaining momentum in that short-term price trend. Next, we have Marathon Petro. This one here has had a buy rating now for quite some time. Again, today has been a bad day for oil. So we can see with this upper wick, the sellers do have control right now. However, that 3 is above the 8-day exponential moving average, and RT continues to climb. Now we have NOA. We do notice a sharp increase in price action here, bringing the stock to trade at 25.17. Now for this momentum play, I would like to see this high taken out to confirm this momentum to the upside. What I do like is the 3 is above the 8-day and still gaining momentum, and RT relative timing, a very favorable rating showing that magnitude is still bullish. Now we do have MTDR. I do really like this price action here. Nice steady rise with higher swing lows. Now we are caught in some levels of resistance and support here, so I would like to see us break above this level of resistance to confirm that momentum to the upside. Now RT relative timing is still in positive territory for this position. Next on the list is LNG. We do have a buy rating here, nice strong buy rating for the past several weeks. Nice steady rise in price action here. Now if we notice with these candlesticks here, we were not able to break this level of resistance. So going forward, I would like to see price action break that level of resistance, confirming this momentum to the upside. We see RT starting to wane here, reinforcing why I would like to see price action break above this resistance zone. Now the last stock on this position is Texas Packland. Now we do have a buy rating as of recently here. Nice steady price action from lower left to upper right. Today's price action at 1,552 did bring us to a new 3-month high. In addition, if we look at RT relative timing, this indicator is not waning and actually hitting a new 6-month high as of today, showing this momentum to the upside. So this one I'm actually really bullish on, and we won't see resistance until the level 1620. So now that I've shown you the indicators, we took a quick glance at the charts. Let's take a look at an article to reinforce why I'm still bullish in the later half of this year when it comes to oil. According to this article, OPEC's oil production fell nearly 900,000 barrels per day. This is the sharpest drop since 2020. Now, it did state that Saudi Arabia did lead the charge and shared the heaviest load when it comes to cutting oil production. Now, this is expected to bring Brent prices above $90 in the fourth quarter of this year. Now, before you go out and buy oil stocks, I will note that tomorrow is OPEC's meeting, and this will give us very valuable insight on whether or not they're going to continue cutting oil production going into the future, which would potentially drive prices even higher. Now, if you did find this video informative and give you the chance to make some money, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Till the next time.
Hey VV Nation, you know that we can analyze any stock in a matter of seconds. Do you want to analyze any of your stocks for free? You want VectorVest to tell you what you really need to know about that stock? Well, you can. If you go to www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA, you can get a free stock analysis on any stock that you're currently holding or are possibly looking at. Folks, what do you have to lose? Do that now and analyze any of your stocks in a matter of seconds.